England?
I think if we're being honest, we'd probably say yes, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
To be fair.
When you're young, you have that no freedom kind of thought about why not take the next step and the next step and the next step. You're not really thinking about this might happen, that might happen, competition. You don't really feel like that at that age. So
you not always felt like he was going to make it?
Not to be like arrogant.
No.
You know, like I don't think you can get to this level without.
Morgan Rogers has emerged as one of the most exciting young talents in English football, and his rapid rise has naturally attracted interest from several elite clubs across Europe. Among those reportedly monitoring his situation is Arsenal, a club that continues to search for young, versatile attacking players capable of fitting into Mikel Arteta's evolving project. The Aston Villa star enjoyed a breakthrough campaign that significantly elevated his reputation within the Premier League. His combination of pace, power, technical quality, and confidence in possession has made him one of the most talked-about attacking midfielders in the country. Arsenal's interest comes as no surprise considering the profile of player Rogers has become. The Gunners have consistently targeted young footballers with high ceilings, and Rogers fits that recruitment model perfectly. Despite the growing speculation surrounding his future, Rogers has remained remarkably calm and focused. He has refused to allow transfer rumors to distract him from his development or his commitments on the pitch. Those close to the player have repeatedly highlighted his appreciation for the opportunities he has received at Aston Villa. The club played a major role in accelerating his career after his departure from Manchester City. When Rogers arrived at Villa Park, expectations were relatively modest compared to the impact he would eventually make. However, it quickly became apparent that he possessed the qualities necessary to thrive at the highest level. His performances under Unai Emery have been instrumental in Villa's recent progress. Emery has shown enormous faith in the youngster and has given him the platform to express himself. That trust has not gone unnoticed by Rogers. The midfielder has frequently spoken about the importance of confidence and how managers who believe in players can transform careers. Arsenal scouts have reportedly been impressed by Rogers' ability to operate in multiple attacking positions. His flexibility makes him particularly attractive in the modern game. Whether deployed centrally, on the left flank, or behind the striker, Rogers consistently finds ways to influence matches. His adaptability has become one of his greatest strengths. The player's maturity has also impressed observers. Despite receiving increased media attention, he has continued to maintain a grounded approach. Rather than fueling speculation, Rogers has focused on discussing football and his ambitions on the pitch. His comments have often reflected a player determined to improve rather than chase headlines. That attitude has become a major reason why so many clubs admire him. Top teams increasingly seek players with the mentality required to handle pressure. Reports linking him with Arsenal intensified following a string of impressive performances against elite opposition. Rogers demonstrated that he could perform consistently against some of the best teams in England. His displays showcased not only technical ability but also physical resilience. He appeared comfortable competing against experienced defenders. For Arsenal, such qualities are particularly appealing. Arteta values players capable of handling the intensity and demands of title races. Yet Rogers' public stance has remained clear throughout the speculation. He appears fully committed to continuing his development at Aston Villa. The midfielder has repeatedly emphasized how much he is enjoying his football. That message has been interpreted by many as a strong indication of his current priorities. Rather than discussing potential moves elsewhere, Rogers has often highlighted the positive environment within the Villa squad. The unity within the dressing room has been a key factor behind the club's progress. Players who feel valued and trusted are naturally less inclined to push for exits. Rogers appears to fall firmly into that category. Aston Villa themselves have little incentive to consider selling one of their most promising stars. The club views him as a crucial part of its long-term plans. Financially, Villa are also in a stronger position than they were several years ago. They are under less pressure to cash in on key assets. This strengthens Rogers' position and allows him to focus entirely on football rather than uncertainty surrounding his future. Arsenal, meanwhile, continue to assess various options in the transfer market. While Rogers may be admired, securing a deal would be far from straightforward. Villa would almost certainly demand a substantial fee. Given Rogers' age and potential, his value continues to rise. The player's contract situation further enhances Villa's negotiating power. Clubs interested in signing him would likely need to make a major financial commitment. For Rogers himself, the current situation appears relatively simple. He wants regular football and continued progression. At Aston Villa, he is receiving both. He is playing important matches and developing under one of Europe's most respected coaches. That combination is difficult to walk away from. Many young players have seen promising careers stall after making premature moves. Rodgers appears aware of those risks. His comments suggest a player focused on long-term growth rather than immediate prestige. The influence of Unai Emery cannot be underestimated. The Spanish coach has earned a reputation for maximizing young talent. Under Emery's guidance, Rodgers has become a more complete player. His decision-making and tactical awareness have improved significantly. These developments have contributed to growing interest from clubs like Arsenal. However, admiration does not automatically translate into a transfer. Football is filled with examples of players attracting interest while remaining committed to their current clubs. Rodgers may represent another such case. His relationship with supporters has also strengthened considerably. Villa fans have embraced him as one of their own. The connection between player and supporters often plays an important role in transfer decisions. Feeling appreciated can be a powerful factor. Rodgers has repeatedly acknowledged the support he receives from fans. Their backing has helped fuel his confidence. As transfer speculation continues, his focus remains on delivering performances. That professionalism has earned widespread respect. Arsenal supporters may understandably dream of seeing a player like Rodgers in North London. His skill set aligns with many of the qualities Arteta values. However, dreams and reality are often very different in the transfer market. Negotiations depend on numerous factors. Villa's ambitions are growing with each passing season. They are no longer viewed as a club that simply develops talent for others. Instead, they are building a project designed to compete with the Premier League's traditional elite. Rodgers is expected to be part of that vision. The midfielder's performances suggest he could become one of England's standout players in the coming years. His ceiling appears exceptionally high. That potential explains why clubs continue to monitor him closely. Elite talent inevitably attracts attention. Yet the strongest message continues to come directly from the player himself. His words consistently reflect satisfaction with his current situation. He has not publicly agitated for a move. Nor has he hinted at frustration or a desire to leave. Instead, Rodgers has spoken positively about his teammates, coaches, and opportunities at Aston Villa. Such comments carry significant weight. Actions often speak louder than rumors, and Rodgers' actions indicate a player fully invested in his present environment. For Arsenal, that reality may complicate any hopes of securing his signature. Convincing the player could prove just as challenging as negotiating with Villa. The Gunners may continue monitoring developments, but they are unlikely to find an easy route to a transfer. Unless circumstances change dramatically, Rodgers appears content where he is. His focus remains on improving and helping Aston Villa achieve their objectives. The coming months will undoubtedly generate further speculation, particularly if he continues producing impressive performances in major competitions. However, based on his own comments and conduct, Morgan Rodgers has made his transfer feelings crystal clear. Right now, his priority is Aston Villa, his development, and continuing the exciting journey that has made him one of English football's brightest emerging stars.